on production and distribution of manifestos, song systems, billboards, jerseys, flyers, music trucks, and other campaign paraphernalia. Adding to the course were giveaways of cash, household appliances, beds, mattresses, and living room sets, all to win votes. UNC takes election complaints to the police. Dave Tanku, General Secretary, United National Congress, UNC, claimed yesterday, which would have been the Friday that complained, the stories from Saturday, that the Elections and Boundaries Commission, EBC, had not provided documents to the party which would help in ensuring the recount of votes in marginal constituencies done accurately. I don't know, but all of a sudden, out of the blue, EBC don't know what they're doing. All of a sudden, EBC doesn't know what they're doing. Well, they really feel that people not thinking. They really feel that all they're just going and talk all kind of nonsense about the EBC and everybody going to swallow that. I am saying to your supporters, think about what is being told to you and understand what is happening in front of you and ask yourself if this is what you want to continue with. Stop having people take you for something else than what you are. I'm going to put it that way. Don't have nobody pulling a wool over your eye and telling you that a spade is something else. You could think for yourself. So people, this is the only time we have for the papers. So you have our three newspapers, our online papers, Guardian, Express, and Newsday. So you can go out there, get the papers of your choice. I could probably take about 2 calls. Our countdown has begun. So, caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce.
Oi.
That days are kind of way,
Talk to me.
Because I hear you mention, I hear it, but I hear it on the newspaper this morning. Watson Duke telling the population that the bad boy days are done.
Yeah, Papa, yeah.
I want to understand. I want Watson Duke to clear up that for me, Because I want to know if he's a bad boy and he wants to be in parliament, or what you really mean by that. I want some clarity on that. You understand? I don't know if he means that he's not representing the people in the PSA again, or what. I don't know. I want some explanation.
I agree.
So if anybody listening and they could get on to Watson Duke, let him clarify that for me now. Because he come in and tell the population he bad boy days done. I want some clarification on that, Bruce, and that is my problem this morning. Okay, so I looked on and listening.
Yes, my brother. Take care. So I have about a minute again before I get ready to do our news headlines. Caller, good morning. You have about a minute.
Defender of Gotham, good morning. I'm Trey the Big. Mother, wherever you are, good morning. And to everybody else, good morning. Mother, it's the Big. Bruce, did you see a cat Cameroon last night? The dining? The man from CCN.
No, I didn't actually.
Right. So, they said that they didn't put out no racial posts. Did you see Farooq Khan? Did you see Devon Maraj? They said they didn't put out no racial posts. But everybody telling them the reason why they lose the election is because of racial posts that they put out. And how they leave out Tobago, they are not nationalists. So all of a sudden, now that they lose, the same people who are supporting them now know that. Right? So they want proportional representation. They say that they had, they win the popular vote. Well, now that we realize they didn't win the popular vote, I wonder, I hear them calling for proportional representation again.
Leave it in, my brother. We go into the ads. So true. We'll be right back. Keep it locked.
They talk. You talk. Come talk with us. On the street. 919 FM. Yo, this is a Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. Are you one of the 40 million people suffering with joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis? Well, you are listening to the right ad. You have the ailment, we have the remedy. Call us now on 288-8301 or 346-2612.
Don't forget to tune in right here on the Street 919 FM every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m.
Performance, beat all talk.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
This broadcast brought to you by the PNM.
They've been systematically attacking the Election and Boundaries Commission. And I'm putting you on notice tonight that come Tuesday morning, the UNC will be attacking the Election and Boundaries Commission. They set the stage already. They set the stage.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday right here on the Street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Join Wayne Delamore on Wednesdays from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM.
Your family's safety and home protection. It's in your hands. Introducing Digicel Smart Home. For the first time, a state-of-the-art system that you control with the tap of an app. Protect your family the smart way. Anywhere, at any time. Get 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control your cameras, sensors, and more. Plus, turn your home into a smart home. The power to protect is in your hands with Digicel Smart Home. Visit digiceltt.com to sign up today.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Enagic change your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079. Come talk with us.
Real issues, hard talk.
Real talk on the Street 919 FM.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am Jason Thomas, and this is the 6 a.m. headlines on the Street 919 FM, courtesy Green Dot Limited. In the headlines, Devon Paraj says Kamla Persad-Bissessar should accept defeat. Call to operate on a reduced schedule effective Wednesday. And overseas, New Zealand's Prime Minister pushes back elections amid spike in COVID-19 cases. Those were the morning's headlines courtesy Green Dot Limited. Our major newscast comes up at 7 a.m. I am Jason Thomas. Do have a good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. So welcome back as we continue to take your calls. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you both.
Morning.
And good morning to the listeners 919, home and abroad. Bruce, you hear me, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Bruce, it's one of the most shameless that the people is about is the UNC and some of the support. And it is no surprise that Devon Murad could have a heart at last to realize what we're dealing with. Bruce, when you think about people who all over the place, like Mr. Pina and them, throwing fake information that they win the popular vote, they have a next one all over the place crying, lying on people. You know, it's so indecisive of these people and them. I could give you a simple example very quick. Bruce, I know somebody who is on the board of the Port Authority. It had a talk show host saying, I was talking to the man on the next line saying that he was in China seeing about a boat. And you know, people gobble up that. People just gobble up that, all like Mr. Pina come and say Simon Lewis from the public service, Simon Lewis come to the rank on the port where I was. And people just gobble up that thing lying all over the place, lying on people saying who are contract and all these things. So God don't sleep, Bruce. God really don't sleep. They had to cry for lying to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and supporting one of the most worst leaders ever in Trinidad and Tobago that ever governed Trinidad and Tobago. Bruce, you know why there's so much allegations of corruption under Kamala? Bruce, you imagine that you have your parents in a house and you see that they can't control themselves at all. You growing up as a child, you know the first thing you're going to do is go start a treatment because you can't see a teeth in the milk. Then you go teeth at home. They can't see, you know why? Because they can't control itself. This is the example of what we had as a prime minister and no opposition leader. That is why nobody has respect for her and to do what they want to do to help their friends and family and themselves. Bruce, thank you very much. I would say some more on Miss Jolene John, who people feel is this nice and pious lady contaminated after Mr. Manning had appointed her, and then Mulial becomes the Minister of Housing, and she was the Managing Director at AGC. Thank you very much, Bruce, for allowing me this contribution. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Potterspain, take care. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Hey,
morning, Sharon. Bruce, Devon Mirage calling for, the racist hatred. Okay. But Devon Mirage is not the one who made some serious racist statements against Muslims in Pakistan and those things. 2, Devon Mirage cannot say that he is one of them, one of the lieutenants on the Facebook with a page inciting the racist hatred from scholars because they're putting up them things. 3, I have never heard none of them, not from the leader, none of them apologize to the African community for some of the racist things that is put up and say. Starting with Kamala Persad-Bissessar. She never apologized, and she would, and that is it. They don't apologize, but everything you would hear these learnt people. When you talk about Kamala and her mischief and all the dotishness they're doing it, they always tell you on both sides. And I hate to hear that, because we have never seen an opposition, And then when they were in government, our government did some of the grossest things in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. For instance, like Section 34. So when they come in with this crap, Devon Maraj and him here, Devon Maraj do. He have to put out just as the thing on his kick out PNM and all them set of sites they have on Facebook, and apologize to the African community, just as the girl who made the racist statement from Ramsaran. I noticed that they was more studying about their business. Them never apologize to the African community themselves, who feel offended and whatever. But they live the ban and okay. But I am telling you, I'm not buying that. They have to do more. They have to do something. Probably go to the Emancipation Committee or the Black Agenda or some kind of thing, and partner with them in the future endeavors or some kind of thing for me to really say, well, okay, I can start back supporting this product. Not me. And until I hear the UNC, the leader of the UNC, come out and apologize for the African community and all these other things, and then call on their supporters to stop that racist slant. You know what I mean? Because Kamala and them has been blowing the dog whistles from ever since, calling Dr. Rowley a rapist, calling him an Oreo. All those, when you blow them kind of dog whistle, we all followers and them to do. They follow suit with you and they're matching going down the road with you. When they get out of hand, now you're playing that you ain't know nothing and they're calling on people to stop it. No. You started it, you apologize for in front. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How are you doing
Bruce,
this morning?
that was a famous saying, you want the truth, could you handle the truth? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's for UNC this morning. They wanted the truth. Now, they have to handle it. You only waiting on to listen to that famous word. Okay.
Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Bruce.
Hey, morning, Jenny. How are you doing?
Okay. Well, I must feel it if you're listening, one to all the callers on 91.9, Mr. Chancellor Gulu. Something you said at Watson said that his bad days are over.
The bad boy days over.
Yeah, and Watson should be ashamed to say that, because what it means that you have been operating as a bad boy, and what do bad boys do? In our local language, to us bad boys does rob, they does bully people, they does beat up people, they does thief, they does lie. When you say bad boy, I don't understand why a person was aspiring to be a politician in this country. A person who is the minority leader of THA. A person who still sits as the president of PSA. And you're saying, you now went through a general election where you were making all kind of talk that you get to seat you would bargain to be the prime minister, and you were saying your bad boy days are over. I saw him doing a live and the hair cut down and looking all doughy and you know, like a dog with the tail between the leg and the eyes big and watching. And I'm saying, what it is people really want, and thousands of people voted for that. And all who voted for him, all now hear what he's saying, eh? The bad boy days are over. So he was operating as a bad boy all the time. And that's what all he voted for. But Mr. Watson, we haven't had a PSA election since 2017. The court mandated that you have an election and clean up the election list. So seeing that you're saying your bad boy days are over, I hope the good boy now will go and clean up the PSA election list and have an election. And I hope that the good boy now, where the minutes reflected that you get pension money and you haven't resigned from PSA, I hope the good boy now will give back PSA that money. And for the contractor that you're giving money from General Council notes, it's not me say, the General Council minutes reflect that. I hope your good boy image will stop giving the contractor that $100 and something thousand every month, because nothing in bill in San Fernando and nothing in bill in Tobago. I hope your good boy image will make you all that you would have taken from PSA coffers if you would take it as a bad boy, that the good boy will give back all those money to the coffer and let PSA run as it should. And I hope as he's a good boy now, that you will do the right thing for PSA members and an institution that's almost 70 years old, PSA, and do the right thing and walk away and leave PSA to run as it should, because apparently it was a bad boy who we had as a president and a bad boy we had as a minority leader and a bad boy who was going up for election. You know that he's a good boy, because good boys do good things. So he'll do the rightest thing and do what the court mandate you to do, because he is now a good boy. And Bruce, I think you all should start back running those COVID-19 ads, because I think that unless there's some change with the face masks and sanitizing and social distancing, I think you all should talk to management and have those ads come back on and being repeated daily again, so that people will always be conscious, because sometimes, repetition is what will stay in your memory. So I hope that the ads will come back, and people out there, wear your face mask, please, have your sanitizers, and wash your hands regularly once you have the soap and water, or have your hand sanitizers if you can't do it all the time. Please practice social distancing. This thing has come back. The second wave has hit us squarely in our faces. It could be maintained once we follow the procedure and all the protocols, and let us get this thing back under control, so that our country could start back running and effectively again, so that the lockdowns will not be a mandatory thing. So people, please observe all the COVID-19 protocols. Everybody have a blessed day, and Bruce, you reach home safely. Bye.
Take care. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. I don't know who I'm listening to, if it's advertisement or Jenny. But anyhow, the person who said the bad boy day is done, since last week I dreamt that he's a senator. So I guess that he may get a new post instead of being a leader to lead Dr. Rowley to jail. I don't know if he put down that job and he got take the senatorship. I hope nobody do want to lead anyone else in jail. Okay then, bye. I can't talk with the noise on the advertisement. I know what's going on over here. Okay then, bye.
All right, mother, take care. We'll find out what's going on there. Caller, good morning.
Morning again, Bruce. Please allow me to make this direct point. There was a PNM family there where the constituency of, I think it's Gasparilla, had did a skit. Now everybody know once you're going up for competition, you'll do your practice, behind the scene, and then you'll execute it on the day of the competition. So they did something that some people felt would have been offensive to the religion and those things. As a leader, Dr. Rowley would have met with several groups of the Hindu community and get their views to understand. One of them was Satmaraj. And I was shocked that Satmaraj saw nothing offensive with it, but he said there were certain sensitive parts, but it wasn't offensive. That was his view.
Yeah.
Other pundits said it was offensive. Dr. Rowley unconditionally apologized to the Hindu community, and he didn't stop there. He educated the masses of the tolerance of other people's religion, and he spoke about it. He said that you should get to know about other people's religion, so we would not be making those kinds of mistakes in the future. I don't see both sides in these kind of things. I see a cabal in UNC, and it's about the Hindu supreme rule, and that's how they run. That's how they run the UNC, and that's how they run governance. If you understand the Hindus in India, how they run the religion and how they run a caste system, is something like that they're trying to do in Trinidad.
You have a few seconds again.
Yeah, so I'll wind up here now. So, don't say both sides. Dr. Rowley would have done that long before to try to heal the relationship between the races and the religions. I have never seen that at the UNC. Thank you.
Thank you. So at this time, I think it's a message that we have coming up. So we're going to do that and we'll be right back. So keep it locked.
This broadcast brought to you by the PNM.
Each polling agent for each political party in each polling station, in each polling division, is given a sheet like this. Form 69. It's a statement of the poll. I hereby certify that the above statement is correct and that a copy was handed to the Deputy Presiding Officer, the poll clerk, and to each of the candidates or their agents who are present at the count. And that is then signed by the presiding officer for this particular polling station. And most importantly, it is then signed by the polling agents of every single candidate. The UNC polling agent signs, PNM polling agent signs, and each agent is given one of these. So on election night, our agents, let's use PNM agents in Diego Martin Northeast, having received this after the count is finished, signed by everybody, including the UNC agent will sign this too to certify that this is correct. And that's an important point I'm making. Each agent belonging to each candidate from each political party signs one of these, agreeing that it's correct because they have witnessed the count. So that on election night in Diego Martin Northeast and in every single constituency belonging to every single political party, this document will be given after the votes are counted on election night. And each agent will communicate with their head office in their constituency and then with their head office for their political party. By 10 o'clock on Monday night, Balize House had the results in each one of the 41 constituencies based on this method, which has been in existence for over 60 years. The UNC knows that. So at the same time that every single PNM candidate would have known what his or her votes were on election night because of these documents, which are signed by everybody, the same way we knew, every UNC candidate would also know. It is very deceitful of the UNC to pretend that they didn't know what the results were. They knew them exactly the same time we knew them. It was very deceitful of them to pretend to their supporters that they didn't know on Monday night that they had lost the election. It was very deceitful of them to pretend that they didn't know they had lost the popular vote. They would also have known on Monday night that the PNM had got more votes totally than them.
So welcome back on the inside. As we continue to take your calls right here, the Street 909 FM, this is your Titans of Democracy. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear.
Hey, morning. How you doing?
Good. Thank God it's another day. Bruce, all I can say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, our Prime Minister will be swearing soon, Bruce. You understand me, Bruce? Yes. Let it do what they want to do. They want to continue recounting. It must stop, okay, Bruce?
Yes, so true.
Right, it must. We will have our Member of Parliament for the Martin West as the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. You have a good one, Best, and watch weather out there.
Yeah, boy, gosh.
Oh. I saw you on Saturday, the buying call you. I started last and I see you. Yes.
And you tell me that thing.
I was asking you at started. I was look Bruce, boy, look Bruce.
You too, right? Take care.
Yeah.
Caller, good morning.
Hey Bruce, good morning.
Morning. How are you doing?
I want to ask Devon Maraj. What make him change? Why did he call his leader to resign from opposition leader and the leader of the party? Why? He should do that now. Because however, he was in government with her. When Miss Vanilla Allen Topic get in parliament and say those ridiculous things against Dr. Rowley and his father and his mother, right? None of them ever condemn and said, opposition leader, you should be doing these things, right? Making all these sorts of allegations, call him Oreo, call him blank and say blank. All of them got things. Where was them? They was right there. And they never condemned the leader, right? Dr. Rowley is a gentleman. He's a man of principle. When that allegation was made, when we went out doing the skit, right? He came and apologized. As the caller was saying, he asked for advice from the religious community, the Hindu community, and he came and apologized, right? But these people like Devon Maraj, they're coming now, yeah, like fake. Gentlemen, you are fake. We know you. I know who you are. I make sure to look Tobago or not represented no other part of Trinidad and Tobago. All only see one way alone, the Cabal way. And that's where all want to go. All want to take Trinidad and Tobago like how Ghana election wanted to have it right now. Eh? All want to take it there? No way. All who condemn the EBC? All want to condemn EBC now. All want to condemn EBC. EBC was good all the time in all the rest of the constituency. In Kabak, in Supari and all that. No recount. But EBC was good there, you understand? But it those 5 marginal constituency, all of the EBC is not good. Man, listen, man, USC, all take a hike, man. All that waste of this, all that destroy Trinidad and Tobago. But however, all that destroy the vast majority of people mind in Trinidad and Tobago. Because all this racist thing on the internet and Facebook and all these things, it's all of us support it all the time. No one want to condone it? No man. Take a hike there for marriage. We make you out. I look down this thing.
Hey man, take care. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning, Mr. Bruce Wayne.
Hey, morning.
Miss Sharon Felix, loyal listeners and callers of 91.9 Titans of Democracy, the only radio station in Trinidad and Tobago that bring the right information for the population. You was Bruce? Now concerning what's going on here, the last point that the caller now make there, the Election and Boundaries Commission is silky smooth. According to me, excellent work every election. It's only losers who trying to corrupt, make the system look as though they are corrupt. But good work, EBC, and keep up the good work that all you have been doing for all these years. And concerning Miss Bissessa, you and all is on tape showing that Mr. Pandey laughing at you right now. He lose 4 elections, yes, and you tell him to leave, but this is your 11th election you're losing and you don't want to leave. We're waiting on all you in Parliament now because I know the government wouldn't be able to do anything in Parliament concerning bills to be passed, especially the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority, because it have to be there. You see, the opposition fight against this government for the last 5 years with all the bills they bring, every single bill, especially the FATCA bill, Explain Your Wealth, the Revenue Authority. You're watching anything that will humbug their riches, they kick against it. But I want Dr. Rowley to continue on that path. We must get our Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority up. We must get those taxes in. Delinquent taxpayers and all these people and them who just laughing right now because they had to pay no tax on the property and the land and the business. They're laughing right now for the last, 13 years. Because I think it's since 2007. This bill is before the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And it's time now that we make sure that this government do the right thing for us in the management of our resources. Now concerning the COVID, you see how people careless, Bruce? In 3 weeks' time, is over 400 people test positive for this, according to some analysts, a doctor that are here. Like, all they want to destroy Trinidad and Tobago, but I know the government have the CMO, have the capacity to do everything to bring back this right down to flat. Bruce Wayne.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Bruce.
Hey, morning.
Bruce, I wonder where it's coming along. I wonder if by later we might hear that Munila is the head of the party. Take care.
Very interesting. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Brucey.
Hey, morning. How are you this morning?
Good, thank you. I want to thank you for the music.
No problem.
You got your business from your friend, from your girl?
Yes.
Right. Brucey, I want to say this morning, the polling agents for the different political parties are the eyes and ears of the candidate. Right? Once you affix your signature to a statement of the poll, meaning that you are in agreement with the process that was carried out, you're satisfied on behalf of your candidate, and you affix your signature. To me, it is binding. It's an agreement. You agree. It's binding, right? Which could be taken and could stand scrutiny anywhere and could be taken to a court of law or whatever. It's binding there. Once you sign. If you don't sign, because it means that you're not in agreement with, then you withhold your signature. But having signed, you are in agreement with the process and with everything that went through. So the UNC can't come now with all the shenanigans, can't come to stop anything. And the EBC allows the free running of the process and on the poll day. Right? So that is they're just stalling tactics. But somebody got to take a firm hand.
Yes.
Your agents or your eyes and ears have signed this document, which Mr. Imbert is correct. Statement of the poll. You are in agreement with what went through, and that's it. Matter shut as far as I'm concerned. So it should be interesting. It has to come to an end. It's one more. Then the EBC do what they have to do, and you let this thing go through.
Yeah.
You hold up the running of a nation, right? And so on. So thank you, Bruce. So they can't fool people.
Thank you.
You could fool some of the people some of the time, but not all the people all the time. Your agent, your heirs sign that statement of the poll, and I'm glad Mr. Imbert has brought it out. And that's it. You could deal with your agents after, who are your representatives. You have to deal with them because they signed the document in agreement with. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, good morning. Again.
Yeah, mother.
We were hearing you very good when you started your program until Jenny came on, which I spoke to you at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, we only get in music. I don't want to make you feel to burst your eardrum. But in between, I hearing your callers and music playing over here. I don't know, listen. Jenny came on, which I spoke to you at the time. You hear me?
Yeah. All right.
You hear the music in the background?
Yeah.
I mean, this is very dishonest or whatever it is. I don't know why it is. This thing does happen like that, boycotting. We can't hear what you all are saying in Trinidad properly. Okay?
All right.
Music playing there all the time. Okay, and then in between I go hear a word or two from your callers. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, morning.
I only hope the people of Trinidad and Tobago will never ever vote for people like Nakit and me again in this country for what they bring to our country. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning to my brother Bruce Wayne.
Hey, morning, Andrew. How you doing?
Well, thanks after the Almighty God, and good morning to my sister Sharon, wherever you are. And good morning to each and everyone where my voice is heard. What is I want to say, Brother Bruce? If according to Inbert, if all of them sign after they check the vote and they sign, yes, everything is good. I find the EBC ought not to do no recount. Ought not to do no recount, you know. They have to put laws. They love to deal with laws, put laws in place. Once they sign to that is the agreement. That is his law. The president have all right to call them. The EBC have all right to give the president. All of them sign. Everything is okay. We have no recount. Because just imagine they having 2,000 votes. They're playing the fool. Cameron and playing the fool in this country. They have it. They feel this country belongs to them or what? Them and them alone or what? 2,000 votes. What mistake you could have if all of us sit down there and check and 2,000 votes leading. How could you come and say no, you want to recount in these constituencies and the EBC is going through with the stupidness that they are carrying on with? We need law and order. Law and order. If that is what they signed for, that is what they signed to. And we should have a law now that anytime you call for a recount, you're supposed to jail you because you know why? You sign a false document. Because why you say good and not come and tell me you want to recount? Hear what I'm telling you. You see the money that they cannot give account for? That is what all of them GTV for. I saw a clip and they're telling me that is Munilal house. I don't know. But they're saying that is Munilal house. That's not a house. That's a mansion. That's a mansion. The Queen, who's the Queen of England, she mansion is not as I see that building. You understand? And these are the things that they are fighting for. Some people saying that need the majority, active majority. Wait, let the police do the work, the investigation first. Let the court carry on because I see 2 years now. A year now. Since Ram Logan and Ramdeed charged and that case can't come up yet. If it was a poor man, that case won't start the trial already. This is public importance. Try this case fast. Get away with this. That is the answer to the public of Trinidad and Tobago. What they did with all money. This is a serious point. These people just doing anything in this country, like this country belongs to them and them alone. And I get fed up and sick of them.
Wrap it up, Andrew. Wrap it up.
Yeah, the justice system is not right in this country. Have a blessed day.
Yeah, man. Take care. Guys, remember everybody trying to get in here, so we had to try and keep it short and sweet to the point. I don't even have mind you calling me twice, you know, but let me try and keep it short and sweet so everybody will have that opportunity to call you. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, bro.
Hi, morning. How are you this morning?
I am great. It's raining down here, so it's nice and cool.
Okay, well, we are rain too, no, so you can't show off on that.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, God, that's a good one. Bruce, this is all about Kamala, you know. Kamala knew she was going to lose from before the results came out, right? She knew she was going to lose this election by the feel of the people out there. So she set up her racist thing, and she stepped back and leave her people to stink it up even more, right? Now, let's say she had surrendered and say, okay, PNM are winning, and so on and so on. Also, Dr. Rowley would have been installed and so. What do you think would have been happening in the UNC camp? They would have kicked her out. So she is trying to stall that person, you know. She is just setting up her people, you know. That's all Kamala is doing. And she don't care if she crashed the country. This is all about Kamala. If you notice the older ones in the background, yeah, like Rambutan and so on, have you heard them say anything? It's just the young little patongs who are out there yapping. Right? So this is all about Kamala. So she doesn't want to let go of power. And she knows it's just a matter of time. Remember what happened to Mr. Pandey when she kicked him out? Well, it's just karma happening now. Thank you, Bruce. Have a good day.
You too. Take care, my dear. Well, I'm seeing a story here in the Express. Recounts winding up, PNM victorious in 4 completed. Recounts out of 4 out of 5 constituencies are completed. Only St. Joseph is outstanding, Bobby Rogers, Corporate Communications Manager at the Elections and Boundaries Commission, EBC, said yesterday. In a statement to CNC TV6, she said recounts had been completed in the constituencies of San Fernando West, La Joqueta Talparo, Tunapuna and Toko Sandy Grande. The People's National Movement remained victorious in the 4 constituencies after the recounts, she said. She said the recount, which was requested by the United National Congress, is still ongoing in St. Joseph with 34 out of 54 ballot boxes completed. Defeated UNC St. Joseph candidate Aloy Hunt yesterday said the EBC was the one slowing down the recount process because of its refusal to let the party examine 4 key items. He listed them as the polling station diary, the ballot stubs, the white or blank polling cards for a sample of the presiding officer's initials. He claimed in one polling division in St. Joseph, 289 blank polling cards were issued. When we asked to see the polling station diary, we were refused. This is important because there is no record of name and time, and it is very easy for vote padding voter impersonation to take place by representatives or agents of the EBC because they are the ones with the responsibility to carry out the function of ensuring that the process of recording all white poll cards issued. Hunt added on election day it would have been virtually impossible to issue 289 poll cards as the process in issuing each card takes between 3 to 5 minutes. Unless the process was subverted and they didn't go through checks and balances, he said, adding that this may be a matter of fraud. Asked why these issues were not raised on election day, Hunt explained our agents who were there could not check that. On election day, an agent sits behind a desk and hear a name and a number called out, and they cross out in their list and make a count on their tally sheet. The EBC is an independent body that should ensure that the tenets of democracy is upheld in society to protect the integrity of the elections, he said. Contacted last night, St. Joseph winning candidate Terence Dialsing said, I have never commented, I am not going to comment, and I put my faith in the EBC. Caller, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Morning.
91.9, right?
Yes, you're live and alive.
Very pleasant morning to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. I'll be very brief here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very brief to the nation here. I want to speak to all these people who are very racist.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put it in the proper perspective. One thing I know, and I've said it again, one thing I know that all humans have to go down to the grave. And there's a time that all of us, flesh, has to go down to the grave. And when it goes down to the grave, there are worms waiting for each one of us. And none of those worms are racist worms. So I want that when their body goes down to the grave, they tell the worms that, hey, I'm a Hindu, or hey, I'm a Christian, or hey, I'm a Indian, or hey, I'm a African, or hey, because the worms are listening to that, because the worms watch all humans as food. And which means that while our bodies are up and alive on earth here, we are all one. We are humans. So when we get down to the grave, the worms look at us as food. There are no racist worms there. So let them take that and put it in their coffers. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Dolman. Morning,
Hey,
Sean.
morning.
Bruce, I reading, I don't know how true it is, on Facebook that the UNC executive trying to force Kamala out. Why are they doing that? I and Kingsley is the only two people agree that Kamala is supposed to remain. I want you to remain. You understand? Why are they doing that? All the executive be for themselves now. Kamala is the right leader for the UNC. Leave her right there. Me and Kingsley agree on that. You understand? Leave Kamala right there. I don't understand Trinidadians. The man is right. She's the perfect thing for the UNC. After starting Shari's baiting conversation and it got out of hand with them, and Mr. is not everybody going to that grave, with worms to eat the body, It's just some of them getting burned. They know the worms in the body, so they're getting burned. That way, anyhow, I can leave that. Yes, as I was saying, these people, after she started Shari's baiting conversation, she leave and it went out of control by she supporters. She come back and said, "Oh, let me change conversation. Let me do how this." But it's you started.
Yeah.
It's you started for African people eating bananas, eating grass, all kind of things. But these people don't understand. And I listened to Fuad Khan yesterday on what's doing her life, and he was talking about how this woman could use the same advertising agency, run the same campaign in 2015 and expect to win. The same racial thing. Fuad Khan was saying that. People, let's stop it. Kamala, I love you. Stay right there. We want you to stay right there. Greatest Kamala, stay right there, Kamala. Yes, those executives, fight them. Anybody wants a position, fight them. You stay as your position leader for the next 5 years. You stay right there, Kamala. I supported you, Kamala. Stay right there, Kamala. Yes, and me and Kingsley say so. Stay right there. Yes, and understand everybody has long circle. We supporting Kamala. Stay right there, Kamala. Yeah, I'm going to stay for forever. Stay right there, Kamala. I'm going, Bruce.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Bruce.
Hey, morning.
Callers, I just listened to you, what you're saying, you and Sharon. And I mean, it's about other people trying to get in. And you know, this phenomenal thing, say over and over and over and over. Oh, God, Bruce, I just get fed up of them, and I gone.
So at the top of the hour, we have our major newscast coming up. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, pleasant good morning, Mr. Bruce.
Morning.
Yeah, man, I agree with all, man. Why you interfere with the lady? Leave her right there. You understand? Once she there, you could guarantee that PNM will be in office for as long as they want. But what I can't understand, you know, the issue was on the other foot. If it was Dr. Rowley and the PNM playing handsy-pansy with the people, all kind of cat and dog and political has-beens would have been crawling out of the hole to tell the world how irresponsible the PNM is, how unpatriotic they is, how wicked it is, because we're in a pandemic and they're playing games. Why none of our so-called prominent patriotic citizens coming out and defending us? Because if you never come out and do that, you will be defending the PNM, Edoma, a fisherman in the sea or of the sea or whatever they call it. He's the next man is a one man I'm sure, you know. I've never seen nobody stand up, but he alone running an organization like fixing TNT. But imagine men like Louis Lee Singh. Louis Lee Singh, a man who said the PNM is the devil. Saying Kamala supposed to do the right thing and admit she lost, boy. Miss Kamala Pasavi says, it ain't getting better for you, and again worse, and it will get much more worse. Because history would record, beside all the foolishness you did in 2015 to 2010 to 2015, that is a sole loser. Patrick Manning, who was supposed to be the Prime Minister after 2010, and when he lost, he came out and he told the people it is not the end of the world. We have a country to run. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a country to run. And all PNM leaders they're so honorable and full of class. But we deal with that set of classless intellectual thugs. That is why half all you have to face the court. And you can do what you want. Padarat, supposed to law, you see? You want to answer questions in the court? Judge Ramdeen, Anand Ram Logan, you name it, brother. All they have to face the justice system in this country under the astute leadership of Justice Ivor Archie. Thank you for now.
Yeah, man. Take care. Okay, I understand how you could say that you all care about the people and thinking about the people and you all delaying the process based on a set of nonsense. You didn't lose by 5 seats, you didn't lose by 2 seats. You lost by hundreds of seats. Or should I say votes? Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. How are you?
Hey, I did. Cool, man. What's going on?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I've been noticing the trolls on the UNC side are saying PNM people should mind their own business and focus on handling the COVID-19. You hear me?
Mm-hmm, yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah. But I want to tell you, who is the fault of that? When Dr. Rowley and the Messiah tell all you, do not congregate, do not go to the beaches. Since Saturday, Dr. Terran Diaz tell all you, pretend that the restriction starts on Saturday, or let's still go to the beach, or let's still go to the riverline, or let's still go to the bars in large numbers. So, of course, they're going to get a spike in it. You do expect that. I would expect that they will have cases starting from around 1,000. Don't be surprised, whether we like it or not.
So
when we try so hard to contain the damn virus, it's people like all this. So, and I always talking about Ford Khan and saying that he's going against Kamala Pasabi. It's people like he who tell people in this country that there are no COVID cases here and we should lift restrictions. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right? Remember that when he lucky. Think so. Speaking saying that he's going against Kamala, I wonder if he could influence Mr. Saddam Hussein to join his camp from Monilal. I think there's actually 3 camps, It has 3 camps. It has one who supporting Kamala. It has one side supported the what they call him, the Lion. And I have another camp, they in defense. Actually one of them who won their seat in Shoguna's seat, she have a video who saying the Shoguna's borough supporting Kamala. So I guess she won the Kamala camp. So so it's very interesting, Pastor Google. With all this racial hatred going on, and I haven't seen the lady for almost a week now. And they causing, we have a country to run, and a whole damn week passing, and they're still making recounts. These people stressing me out,
Yeah.
But they're so fast and nasty and stink. They say, mind UNC business and handle the COVID cases. How the damn we can handle COVID cases? We have a government to put up. Anyway, I watch and listening. Watch as nasty, dirty, stinking hypocrites in this space.
Very passionate. So in a couple minutes time, we're going to be paying some bills and getting ready for news at the top of the hour. So we continue to take your calls. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bruce.
Hey,
Bruce,
morning.
I went the other morning when I heard she said something that she's going to stop eating doubles. I want to commend her for that, and I wish many Trinidadians could do the same thing. Stop packing a set of flour inside of you. Flour is gluten. It sticks inside of you. use flower long ago to stick kite and for wallpaper. Long ago when they're sticking posters for shoes, they use flower. Flower is not good. And milk. After you let go your mother's breast, cow milk can't do nothing to you. You understand? Cow milk ain't doing nothing to you. It's a lie. You have fruits and vegetables outside, which they put all the vitamin and everything you need in your body. And to stop doing it, stop using it, that product that they bring back on the shelf. You see how they stick together? In no time at all, they say the product will stay on the shelf. We are the ones that built that product, from 50 years ago, when it came on the market. And we are the ones that delivered right on the market. I hope that Trinidad, our people, leave the product there, because if they could tell you that they could put things in it for you, it means they could have been doing that all the while. And they're always talking about stopping the birth of African children in this country. I hope that our people do get lost with that stupidness we talk about. You see how fast they fly back and say, okay, bring it on your shelf? Leave it right there. Have a good day, my brother.
You too, my friend. Take care. I want to know what country you're for. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Kamala, we love you so. We want you to stay forever and ever. You understand? Bruce, every time the PNM lost, we just ride out and go way.
Yeah.
I can't understand where Hunt have people only there up in St. Joseph Community Center checking. You understand? Bruce, my mother is a twin. She's sister dead. You know they query my mother vote. My mother alive, she's 91. She's sister that dead. Hunt query that, you know. You understand? But boy, Kamala, we love you so. You understand? Stay there. You understand? Let Kamala stay there forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You understand? It is, boy, Bruce, I can't tell you what is the effect she's suffering from. But when we meet outside, I will tell you.
All right, no problem. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce Wade and your family.
Morning, you have about a minute with me.
Yeah. The Titans of Democracy, blessed love to you all. Shame, she shame.
Caller, good morning.
Pastor Google, good morning. And good morning to Shine wherever she is. Pastor Google, tell me something. After Kamala person, who's the right person to lead the party at the moment? If Kamala Prasad is to step down, in your opinion?
I don't have a clue. I because as far as in my personal opinion, I really can't say who would carry that party forward properly.
Well, let's just say right there, because right now the so-called lion who want to take over, he has baggage on his shoulders and he can make a jail. Then I heard a next name floating about. What his name is? Tanku.
I heard that name.
Then I heard a next name. The fellow who from the Dahama Asaba, the one who they put in Shogun as well. I hear he's a candidate too, but based on their thinking, I don't think he's a good proper candidate. You know why? So she doesn't have no successful leadership right now at the moment. So it's better for she just stay right there.
Leave it in my brother.
Or try to do. Let Pastor Pandem be better come back, dissolve the party, and let every candidate, let every member decide to go under a new political party. That's how I see it.
Thank you. So we're going to pay those bills and we do the news after. Keep it locked.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets.
It's Calypso Night on Street 909 FM. Featuring.
Hello, well, this is simple. And you see, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is Real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our central immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the Oxylife. You've heard of mention. The Oxylife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection I get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the Oxylife that will do a good job in that area. And there's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. So those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for 3 months straight, it will deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you will get no scent, and most importantly, as I tell persons and they laugh sometimes, you will use this and you will defecate and there will be no scent. Completely deodorize the system. Of course, you know about our Super Silver has become very, very famous, and I don't have to mention about this much because a lot of people know the benefits of silver. As a matter of fact, silver is what they used before the advent of antibiotics. This is nature's antibiotic, people. It will kill those bacteria, those microorganisms or pathogens we call them, without harming the immune system. So this is big time, and this is something that every household should have. You should have this in your medicine cabinet. We're talking about functional medicine here, that you can reach for this if your child is scraped, they have a bruise, a cut, what have you. If you take this, you're taking about 1 tablespoon 2 or 3 times a day, depending on the size of the individual, and this will protect you even in this time where we have viruses going around. So this is your silver, Super Silver. Let's talk very quickly about these minerals. Now, we refer to this as Ormus minerals, and if you go online, you will see a lot about the power of these Ormus minerals. Now, minerals are important, as we know. We take in vitamin C, we take in fruits and vegetables, but unless you have certain minerals, the body will not be able to synthesize, it will not be able to metabolize and utilize vitamins the way it should be. Alright? So this is important. So again, we have our minerals, and by the way, this includes essential minerals as well. Here we have, this is our little hand sanitizer, referred to as silver gel, and once the light hits this, the color will change, okay? And that's because it's showing these silver particles in here. You can use it as a hand sanitizer for cuts and bruises, etc. I want to share this with you in this short video. Our muscadine, I spoke about this. We had literally thousands of testimonies with this powerful product before, but it was out of circulation. So we are so happy to have this now at a time when people need this. The benefits of muscadine is that it has over 100 antioxidants. Some of them are classified as proanthocyanins and some are anthocyanins. To cut a long story short, these things have different functions in the body. Diabetes, circulation, heart disease, a variety of things you can use this for, as well as protection. So we want to leave you now a natural solution. We'll see in another video soon to educate you as we do our educational drive. All right? Blessings.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am Jason Thomas, and this is the 7 a.m. major newscast on the street 919 FM. In the headlines, Devon Barad says Kamla Persad-Bissessar should accept defeat. CAL to operate on a reduced schedule effective Wednesday. And overseas, New Zealand's Prime Minister pushes back elections amid spike in COVID-19 cases. And now for the news in detail. The United National Congress activist Devon Maraj said that the party's leader, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, must come to terms that the party has lost the election. He said the games must stop. Mr. Maraj, making comments to the media on Sunday, he said that Mrs. Persad-Bissessar has mama-guide members of the UNC into thinking that a recount in certain seats was a chance for the party to win. However, he believes that the former Prime Minister, who has not been seen since election night, has shown her deficiencies as a leader. Mr. Maraj went on to say that the recount process is a strategy to demonize the ABC as working for the PNM is disingenuous. He said the challenge should now be on dealing with COVID-19. In other news, Caribbean Airlines has advised that as of Wednesday, the domestic air bridge will operate at a reduced schedule. On Saturday, one of the measures announced by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to stem the spread of the current wave of COVID-19 in the country was to limit travel between the two islands to essential travel only. CAL is asking travelers between Trinidad and Tobago to visit the airline's website at www.caribbean-airlines.com to download their mobile app or contact the Reservation Sales and Service Center for information on flights. Customers are advised that a waiver is in effect for the domestic date change fee for tickets purchased until August 30th, 2020, for travel until September 30th, 2020. Also in the news, an employee of the Telecommunications Authority of Trinidad and Tobago has tested positive for COVID-19. TAT has issued an advisory saying that its head office in Barataria has been closed for sanitization. The Tobago office will remain open for business. The authority assured its stakeholders on Sunday that its service can be accessed online at www.tatt.org.tt or via its social media platforms. More in the news, the last COVID-19 update issued by the Ministry of Health on Sunday afternoon stated that there were 33 new positive cases in Trinidad and Tobago. This has pushed the overall number of positive cases in the country to 552. The total number of active cases is 401. 11 persons have died from the COVID-19 virus. In news overseas this morning, Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, has postponed her country's general election from September 19th to October 17th amid a spike in COVID-19 cases. Last week, Auckland, New Zealand's largest city, went back into lockdown after a cluster of 4 cases ballooned to 29 cases, forcing a 2-week lockdown. A total of 49 cases are now linked to the cluster as of Sunday. She said that the new date would allow parties to plan around and the range of circumstances they will be campaigning under. The country's opposition National Party had argued that the election be delayed as restrictions on campaigning meant that Mrs. Arden would have had favor in an unfair advantage. That was a look at the news. I am sorry, but we don't have our weather report this morning. So here is a recap of the headlines. Devon Mirage says Kamla Persad-Bissessar should accept defeat. Carl to operate on a reduced schedule effective Wednesday. And overseas, New Zealand's Prime Minister pushes back elections amid spike in COVID-19 cases. You've just heard the 7 a.m. national newscast on the street 909 FM. Stay tuned for Tobago News at 9. I am Jason Thomas. Do have a good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Anyway you wanna go, baby, 'cause I don't stop you.
So that was our national newscast here at the Street 919 FM. Keep it locked. We'll be opening back up the lines very soon and continue to take your calls. So you gotta keep it locked. This is your Titans of Democracy.
You can go where you wanna go, yeah. Do what you wanna do. Say what you wanna say, yeah. 'Cause I trust you. And me, we got no strings attached. We get along real good. As a matter of fact, oh baby, I don't worry about you. You don't worry about me. Somebody makes that somebody free. I will see wherever we help you a spot. Oh, when you walk, you got to ride this leg on the ground. Yeah, baby. I see my son now. What you wanna do? Oh, baby. I see you say what you wanna say. I love 'cause and me, we've been together a long, long time. Let's keep this understanding so we can have a home, peace of mind. The little things we do, we keep it to ourselves. baby. We got no strings attached. We get along real good. As a matter of fact.
So welcome back as we continue to take your calls. Open back up the lines, 342-0081. 77, why I keep saying that, boy? 7711-791 is our WhatsApp number. And the other number to call is 4780595. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning, 1285. How are you?
I'm there just holding on. Listening to all the corruption going on. And delaying my Prime Minister from being sworn in. Lucy, good morning to Sharon, your family, Mr. Malcolm, Miss Gemma, Miss Auntie, Miss Thomas, Mano, Miss Gloria Mora, and you gotta leave the best for last, Mommy Turf, and the visually impaired, our special friend, Miss Monica Paul, Miss Diane Bruce. I want to send birthday greetings out to a very dear friend of mine.
Okay.
Her birthday is today. Her name is Miss Glenda Grenham. I want to wish her all the best because she was there for me in my time of need, helping me, going through my little crisis with my eyes. And today is her birthday. I want to wish her a very happy birthday. And I would like you to play something nice for me, please.
If I could, I would.
If you don't mind. Huh?
See, once I could, I would.
But I know you coulda, woulda, shoulda. So I just looked at that. Good morning to director. I want that to hurt somebody. Anyhow, I looked on and I'm listening.
Yes, my dear. Take care. So I got some information for you. Iowa Stage, a series of virtual concerts, is on again. This week's lineup: Thursday night, Pan Night with Alan Cardinal. Friday night, Calypso Night, tribute to the Mighty Duke. Saturday night, is Soca Night. Sunday is the Comedy Cook-Up. Iowa Stage will be streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George or at The Street 919 FM, Facebook Neil Iowa George or The Street 919 FM, on YouTube Iowa TV or Street Online Trinidad. Please make your online donations before or during the show to fundmetnt.com. You simply search Iowa Stage, then select the campaign for your night you are donating to. From there, payment is, as with all online transactions, using your credit or debit card. Persons in Trinidad not doing online transactions can still support with donations to First Citizens Bank at account number 1999010. That's 1999010 in the name of Trini Bashment Limited. For my foreign fans, please use Cash App payable to Neil Iowa George. Don't forget to tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts, Iowa Stage one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, Taking Care of Business, Trower Music, Pantrin Bago, and U-Store, Lady Hales Avenue, San Fernando. So I have another message that's coming up in a short bit. After that message, I will continue to take the calls because I don't want to take your call and then I have to hustle you off the line. Okay? So we're going to do that. Come back. Let me see. I have more information here again for you. The Tobago Festivals Commission Limited Food Friday curbside pickup continues at the Black Rock Basketball Court from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Place your Fish Friday orders in advance and collect at your convenience. Get your roast beef, saltfish, fish sauce, fish pies, kuku, kalaloo, dumpling, crab stew, and more. For further information and menus, please call 782-9309 or 775-3298. Or visit the festival's Facebook page at Tobago Festivals. Temperature checks will be done on site. Remember to wear your mask for collection and observe all social distancing protocols in place. So we're going to pay those bills and we'll be right back.
This broadcast brought to you by the PNM.
Each polling agent for each political
This
party.
Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring.
Hello, well, this is Impulse, and you see, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is Real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Station, and most importantly, it is then signed by the polling agents of every single candidate. The UNC polling agent signs, PNM polling agent signs, and each agent is given one of these. So on election night, our agents.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Hi, good day, people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So, you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our central immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You've heard us mention this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be
quite... Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Bruce.
Hey, what's up, my brother? What's happening?
I call Rockback. You know where that's go. Morning to Sharon. Morning Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the titans of democracy. I listened to Tolman a while back. We can't take that nonsense again for another 5 years. This woman uphold everything for this country in Parliament. And to sit down in Parliament again and listen to that woman with rubbish. She never come with nothing good. She never cared about this country. She and the cabal. And to take 5 years again and that nonsense. And we have a country to run, especially with the pandemic. Oh, God forbid. God forbid. I tell all you, this woman here then good is drunk and disorderly right through, and we have to take that again this minute. The party was like an upset stomach. Take a purge, and the purge was with index finger. We vote them out. We don't want them there again. To tolerate all that nonsense. Bruce, you have a blessed day. I locked on and listening as usual.
Yes, my brother. Take care.
I know. God.
Yeah, man. 342-0081-478-0595. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, President. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Pleasant good morning to Ms. Felix, and pleasant good morning to all listeners and callers with Titans of Democracy. Bruce, let me tell you this. First of all, congratulations to Prime Minister Dr. Christopher Rowley and all his winners. And for those who lost, don't give up. I know Dr. Rowley has plans for all of you all. Bruce, let me say this, sir. We have to be wary that we have another 5 years that may not be as easy as we may think. Simply because if we are to gauge what 2 out of their candidates that went up for the elections or how they be behaving and what they are trying to do, especially Mr. Aloy Hunt, I don't believe it will be any easier basis the fact that they now have 19 seats. Right? Because we don't know what those others may bring to the table. It may be worse in the parliament. Especially if we have a leader like Munilal, who already has issues to deal with as far as the courts are concerned. And him now being political leader and new strategist for the UNC, it may not be as easy as we think. Right?
Yep.
These are new neophytes that are going to come in there and may want to stamp their way in a certain direction we may not want to even believe or see. Look at what is happening right now. One man is holding up our entire country.
Yep.
You understand? We have to be mindful of what these people have brought to us. We can't forget. We must not forget. We must be very, 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 very careful. And I would like to advise Dr. Rowley, please, sir. As far as I am concerned, I believe that the party, the government, your government, it takes too long to implement things. We need to get things moving at a faster rate, albeit COVID as well as finances. For example, we need to get that port in La Brigue, get it going, because you have already identified some of the basics have been done. You also need to ensure that those 2 other flyovers are leading up to Piaco Airport. If you could start both of them together, basis, finances, and so on, if we can do it that way and complete all of the other jobs that have already been started, right, since 2015, or continued since 2015, for example, the highway to Point 14 and so on, because I know there are bugbears there with the people and so on. And so we can finish up a lot of those things and also to help the youth, because apparently the youth do not believe that they are getting any help at all from the government. Find ways and so on, like your camp that your camp that you're going to build in the Hospital Talparo and the library as well and so on, to help the youth as far as jobs and give them a stipend while they educate themselves and bring themselves into the 21st century. You understand? Like other people are doing with their children. We need to do that.
On that particular note, I was having a conversation the other day with someone, right?
Yes.
And what I realize is that there are a lot of programs for the youths. I think what is the problem is that the youths don't know. So what we probably need to do is get that information out. Yes.
Yeah.
We need to do a little more. We're getting the information out, you know.
Yes.
And then in that aspect now, if it is you as a youth, don't take it upon yourself to take advantage of the programs, then you can't complain.
I agree.
You know, but I think right now the little hiccup with it is that a lot of the youths don't know about the programs. So what we have to do now is try to get out there and put the programs out there. Let everybody know that, okay, these are the programs, the different programs in the different areas, you know, and get it out there so that they will know, okay, this is there for you and you can access this and press forward with that. You
right,
know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. And one more thing before I go, I heard somebody say that the reason why we lost Moruga Tableland was because of some of these things that the steward had said when he was on the other side.
Okay.
People remembered what he said. Right? And I just want to say this, people, sometimes we have to look way down the road to see exactly what's happening. Because under that other side, we were not going to get anything. Look at what's happening in Guyana. People are being asked to leave the job or they will be fired. And this is what would have happened under Kamla and the UNC. So we have to grasp and hold on to what we know and what we have, because we have already seen what the other side does.
Yeah.
You understand? So we have to look at the bigger picture. I know some people are hurting, I agree. But we have to look at the bigger picture, because it's better we hold on to what we know and we have because of what we have seen than we go the other way and all hell break loose. I thank you very much for this opportunity, Bruce. Have a good morning.
You too, my friend. Take care. We just have to do a little more with the information that is going out. And make sure we try different avenues to reach the youths and let them know that there are programs in place for you. There are lots of programs in place for you. There are programs that I wish was in place for me when I was a youth. There are a lot of things in place. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning.
1 second. Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
I always say it's better the devil, you know. And between Tuesday and Tottenham, I think it's better for Kamala at this point in time. They stay in leadership, because if, God forbid, Mr. Monila comes in, they're going to get from bad to worse. I mean, just say, look at the bunch of local individuals in the city parliament right now. With the likes of Rafi Gata, Anita Hayes, Khadija Amin. What is people that offense parliament? Yeah, someone that's coming from? So, yeah, so I think that she has opportunity, though, because it's like treating, it's like treating sports first of all. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, too.
Morning.
I believe that the training program shouldn't always be for just the youth. It could be for all those who want training. There are plenty 30-year-old and up.
Yeah, I think plenty of the programs is for everybody, you know. Plenty of the programs of the programs is for everybody. You know, but in terms of how, you know, a lot of the youths are saying that there is nothing in place for them, and, you know, there are a lot of programs in place that you can access. The problem, I believe, is that you don't know. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, bro. And to the listeners, morning to everybody. And I want to thank God for, you know, the PNM's victory. I want to give God the praise. He got really pretty hard. You know, and that was one of the only ways that the PNM could have get a victory. Because if you look at it, we have a real uphill battle. Sometimes, you know, I say to myself, so the PNM wrong to have accountability and transparency and to avoid corruption. I want to call to the book, bring to book this media system we have in this country. They do not focus, barring U91.9 and a couple other programs, very few, that focus on the information concerning, you know, things that affect the country in a very great way. They avoid all issues. I'm wondering, how could it have so much of these issues surrounding the UNC, the opposition? Because corruption is not just a word we have to fight. Corruption has an embodiment. It has to be embodied. It's a spirit, and it is embodied by people who carry out, you know, what corruption means. And then right before our eyes, right in the public, right, all the UNC's, all the methodology surrounds corruption, brother. But yet still you have a media that only focuses on the vilification and the insulting and the bringing down of the PNM and Dr. Rowley. I just say to PNM people, right, we have shown maturity in this country on the political front from way back when. We vote out the PNM, we vote them back in. We concentrate on issues and we vote them in. We just buff up the PNM. UNC people just spear the road and spoil Kamlan them, and they feel that is good for their people. And I think they're being grossly misleaded. They are always lied to. There are people on this radio station that say, oh, we PNM people illiterate and stupid. But think about the things that the UNC just put out to their people, the lies and the misinformation, and they run with it and they just believe in it, dread. And they just want to call us. They just want to call us illiterate and stupid when we focusing on issues that affect the country, if you understand. Like they even put up somebody who before the court on an alleged blatant pay for a product, the product, then get the product, and they saying they can't give back the money, and people still vote for these sort of things. So I call them to book the media, boy. All they need to get on board in terms of defending this country from the embodiment of corruption, which is the UNC. Everybody have a good day, and let's keep these prayers and this faith in God that we have going. Be blessed, everybody.
Thanks, man. And I mentioned something similar to that this morning because, I mean, you need to think about what's happening around and in front of you, right? There are certain things that will be said to you, and you need to think about it. Don't just be all about, hey, this is my part. Yeah, no. Think about it. If it is you love your country, think about what is being said to you. And you decide if that makes any sense to you. Caller, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, morning. Hello? Okay. Caller, good morning.
Hello, morning. Morning, Bruce.
Hey, morning.
Bruce, this lady out of touch with reality. Because you could not tell me a week ago you lost an election and you have your candidates still making us idiots in the public domain. You can imagine if, God forbid, PNM had lost the election and a PNM candidate the answer. So we don't pull in and let him know, hey, you know that. But this lady who wants us to believe that she's a true leader, not doing nothing. Nothing at all. And let's imagine for a little minute or two. Imagine if I was a minister. Look how ridiculous again, and he has no power. You can imagine he with power.
Yeah, well, that is it. And I mean to say,
that is a world-class idiot on steroids.
The things that you're talking about, the discrepancies that you're talking about, even if they were to take that up to task and say, well, okay, fine, and throw it away, you're lost by hundreds of votes. So you're still not going to win the seat.
Thousands.
Well, you see,
100,000.
You see, you're still not going to win the seat. No, what I'm saying is after they take away the discrepancies now, even if it remains to hundreds of votes, that is what it will be. You're not going to win the seat.
Let us be real. Last year around this time, anybody in China had known who is Ali Hunt?
Nope.
No. We had known a little bit about Nakin. Anybody don't know anything about Agil and Gandhi? No. So all it just come and meet a system that have been there for decades and more or less champion all of us because of that system. Come on, look, PNM, 1960 PNM almost got wiped out. You see any back? No. They went back in opposition and we built. What's so hard for them to do? What's wrong listening?
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well, this is Impulse, and you see, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is Real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
I want to thank all my brothers and sisters in South West who are really somebody give me trouble for the last local election. Those boys who are going to body come out, boys. Every street, Brand Street, everybody. I want to thank them and also thank the PLM government for really coming out successfully. And all those brothers and them, some of them are going to listen. All my youth are wrong. Oh God, Bruce boy. I shall underground work. I don't that person calling the program. I shall underground work. I will gather myself something.
Yeah.
Right? I want to thank all them fellows who are brothers and sisters in Savannah West here. And not only Savannah West, but even East, because when I cross the road, the highway, I leave. So I can run like between the roads. I enjoy the place. All you take care, I love all my brothers and sisters all over Trinidad and Tobago. Not only because they vote for the opposition, all they vote for the UNC, but we love all that still too. And we have respect. We born with respect. Those who take care, they my first time calling here.
Yeah, man.
Program. You take care, brother.
Yeah, man. Nice to have you on the inside. So, as again I said, don't let anybody think for you. You can think for yourself. As they say, sometimes you just have to open your mind. Sit back and analyze a situation, analyze what's going on in front of you, and you would know whether somebody is talking to you on a serious level or if they're just on nonsense. Street 919 FM, Titans of Democracy. Yeah, Sharo call machine feeling too hot up this morning, so don't worry, she'll be here tomorrow, please God. Sharo, I know you're locked on. So as we continue to take your calls, caller, good morning. Hello? Caller? Okay. I don't know, he probably wasn't hearing me. Well, I am not hearing you, so 342-0081 478-0595. If you're calling from the US and anywhere abroad or even your Magic Jack at home, 718-874-3860. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Brucey.
Hi, you hearing me now? Nice.
How are you, honey?
I am fine. How are you doing?
I'm good, and I'm good. I'm blessed. Morning
Nice.
to Cheryl. I'm just calling to say morning to you guys and to all the Titans warriors and my sisters. You know, happy morning to all. But Brucey, in between we getting ads on the Facebook. And please, try and control the repetitive callers, please.
Okay.
Okay, darling?
Yes, my dear.
Have a great day.
You too, take care. Bye-bye. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Hi, good morning. How are you this morning?
All right. Bruce, I could do the CDs for the PNM music for me. Pick it up by Mommy Sir.
No, like I was explaining to somebody the other day, I don't know how Mommy Sauce has her operations going on right now. And when we sat down and spoke, I told her I want to ease up some of the stuff that comes there to her because at half time she keep things and people don't come. So what I try to do is I try to meet up with everybody one-on-one.
Well, I live in Dublin.
Okay.
And I am not totally blind, but I can't see, so I want to know how I get to the mic.
Okay. Well, all right. Here what happening. You have my number?
3. It is 340
2016. Yes, 2016. After the program today, about 9:30, give me a call.
Okay.
And we will discuss how we organize it to meet up.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, then.
Yeah.
So I have an obituary to do. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. So keep it locked. The Street 919 FM has been asked to announce the passing of Augustina Pompeo, a.k.a. Clara, who departed this life at the age of 86 years on Tuesday, the 11th of August 2020, at Area Hospital, Point Fortin. She'll be lovingly remembered as the daughter of the late Dorcas and Mitchell Nelson, wife of the late Alec Alexander, mother of Claudius, deceased, Roland, Elton, Raymond, McGilvery, Hillary, and Alicia, grandmother of 18, great-grandmother of 23, great-great-grandmother of many, sister of Adriana, Elena, Rupert, Leticia, Alan, Clyde, Veronica, all deceased, Sybil and Cynthia, niece of many, aunt of many, mother-in-law of Lynette, Paula, Theresa, and Nathaniel Sr., deceased. Relative of Nelson, Hutchinson, Garvin, Gill, and Grant families, friend of many. The funeral service for the late Augustina Pompeo, a.k.a. Clara, will take place on Monday, the 17th of August 2020 at 2 p.m. at the St. Mark's Anglican Church, Theatre, Main Road, Point Fortin, thence to the Point Fortin Cemetery. Inquiries can be made at Elite Funeral Homes Limited at 648-3462.
Hey, just in case you didn't know, every morning on the Street 919 FM, taking Sharon and Bruce Wayne, the titans of democracy. That's the morning show.
So welcome back as we continue to take your calls right here on the Street 919 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy. Yours truly, Bruce Wayne, on the inside with you. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Bruce Wayne.
Yes, morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. You hearing me?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Are you hearing
me? Yeah,
Mr.
Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
Hello.
You hearing me?
I can hear you.
Hello.
All right. Okay,
Nice.
Mr. Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on there? Hello, you hear me?
Yes, okay, yes.
Nice.
Okay, yes.
All right, go ahead.
Well, right now, the only person I think he could really party right now at the moment is probably Mr. Vasa Barrett. Don't mind the rest of the Lucy, but I think he hasn't taken it. However, seeing that is like remote at this point in time, you ensure that what is called take at the bottom of the barrel. So here's my alternative list, right? You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Between?
Yeah, go ahead.
You decide to bypass Mr. Muzal, Anita in, right? That's one. I have Mr. Tanku, right? I also have the guy from Shogunessa, Mr. Dinesh from Bali. And Bandana Mohit. And I also have Ravi Zakram. Those are your two of them if they want to choose who to be the leader of the UNC. Okay?
So you can call me up at 342-0081, that's 342-0081, or 478-0595, that's 478-0595. Let me double check that and make sure that that is what it is. Caller, good morning. Hello. Hello, morning. Caller, morning.
Yeah, morning again, Bruce.
Yeah, man.
Now, the Prime Minister and the winning combination, he says, speaking about the budget.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to see in the budget is money going to housing and agriculture. The infrastructure, that money done, well, they done pass that money already, but I talking about housing.
Mm-hmm.
And agriculture. Housing, especially in Port of Spain South, which part they had a plan for the South Key project.
Mm-hmm.
Most of all, you see Canada, a few years ago, Canada, it had a fire in Canada, and up to now, they didn't repair that. They developed all the decanting centers up in John up. I would like to see plannings going up. I would like to see housing in my area being priority for Fitzgerald Hines, Keith Scotland, Mr. Leons, all you, Miss Gatsby Dolly, Stuart Young, all you get together and make sure that housing in our area is a prerogative. But this money only looking to spend this time. I want to let put money in the agriculture, the same thing only talking about up in La Hakata, Talparo and Moruga, Tablan and all these places, which part is agricultural, let me say mostly agricultural based. Mm-hmm. Put money into those areas and make sure that these youths get on the land. Plan the land. I would, if you get that shorty for me, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Nice.
As we continue to take your calls. Caller, good morning. Hello? Yeah.
Morning, bro.
Yeah, man.
Boy, pressure to get in here, bro. Oh, God. You know that man is getting put and my finger get sick here. I don't go and get a supply and put it on. Morning, friend, the big up. Everybody, not a soul are missing out. Especially good morning to you. It's already 5. I'm Miss Ross and Olga, how you going? Jackie and Carol, good morning to you. Bonek and Monko. Bruce, everybody wants to see something in their area. If everybody in the area wants to see something, what will happen? We have to look at the priorities and what is very good to do. We go and build building in a place we can't take a building. And this is what they look at. We build a building in a place, the building cracking up. Why are you going to build a next one there? Because the earth is moving. I want to see that. I want to see it. How about the other person who wants to see something going on? You can't put this through. The government have a planning department, and we have to look at the priorities. And I doubt in any area where the priorities are Muslim, the government wouldn't do anything there. East Bay River, we tried that already, and the same people who are kicking out the parliament, the opposition, they stopped it because something was going on good in Laventille in the East Bay River area. And this is where they look at. Not because you live in an area you want to see something going on there. Priority. If you put frying fish in one pan all the time, fried fish in one pan all the time, over the dashing, many dashing over. I've gone there and the big bonnet and the Mongo Love, Barrow, Oga, Tawaman, gone.
Yeah, man. Coming up on 10 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. As we continue to take your calls, Street 919 FM, Titans of Democracy. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning. Load on the radio. You have to load on your radio.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning, but you have to load on your radio, huh?
Okay, are you hearing me now?
Yeah, but there's still a feedback. You have to load on the radio all the way down and listen to me on the phone.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, my dear. How are you?
All right. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. I would like to say we have a lot of things in place for the youth.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them knows that it has a lot of courses, things, trades, things like that. Some of them they're not interested. I mean, sometimes we have these, people passing around with speakers, advertising, come and register and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I don't know, probably they have a low self-esteem. I don't know. Probably they need someone who can, boost them.
Yeah, give them that push.
Them,
yeah.
Right, but. As we say, we have to have patience with them. Another thing, I'm happy that our Prime Minister will be back in place, right? As Mr. Satnarayan said, Kamala will pay a very high price, right, for trying to separate, the Afros and the Indos, right? At the end of it all, our Prime Minister knows that he has to take care of a nation. We are a small nation, but a nation. Maybe Africans, Indians, Chinese, Syrians, it doesn't matter. We are all one people.
Yes.
When you cut my blood, you cut your blood. Everybody's blood is red.
That's right.
As I always say, at the end of the day, we all have to work together. We all have to buy from each other. These filthy remarks have been made by certain persons about us, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really offensive to the African population. Those advertisements that UNC, Madam Kamala and them had shown there, it was devastating. But at the end of the day, Trinidad has to run.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say again to our Prime Minister that he's given a chance again by the grace of God, because God has put him here for us, and he has to do what he has to do. We are in a pandemic state right now. All countries right now, things are falling, and it wouldn't get any better. But at the end of the day, we have to do what we have to do, and please, everyone, wear your face mask, be safe, wash your hands. Thank you very much. May God bless Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you, my dear. Take care.
You're welcome.
So I have about a minute again before I get ready to pay those bills. Caller, good morning. You have to be quick. You have a short time. Talk to me. Hello? Okay, so I will no longer be answering that number. So So we're getting ready to pay some bills. We'll be right back. Keep it locked to the street 919 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is Real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our essential immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You could have mentioned this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection I get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. And there's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for 3 months straight, it will deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you will get no scent, and most importantly, as I tell persons and they laugh sometimes, you will use this and you will defecate and there will be no scent. Completely deodorize the system. Of course, you know about our Super Silver, has become very, very famous. And I don't have to mention about this much because a lot of people know the benefits of silver. As a matter of fact, silver is what they used before the advent of antibiotics. This is nature's antibiotic, people. It will kill those bacteria, those microorganisms or pathogens we call them, without harming the immune system. So this is big time, and this is something that every household should have. You should have this in your medicine cabinet. We're talking about functional medicine here, that you can reach for this if your child is scraped, they have a bruise, a cut, what have you. If you take this, you take it about 1 tablespoon twice or 3 times a day, depending on the size of the individual, and this will protect you even in this time where we have viruses going around. So this is your silver, super silver. Let's talk very quickly about these minerals. Now, we refer to this as Ormus minerals, and if you go online, you will see a lot about the power of these Ormus minerals. Now, minerals are important, as we know. We take in vitamin C, we take in fruits and vegetables, but unless you have certain minerals, the body will not be able to synthesize, it will not be able to metabolize and utilize vitamins the way it should be. Alright? So this is important. So again, we have our minerals, and by the way, this includes essential minerals as well. Here we have, this is our little hand sanitizer, referred to as silver gel. And once the light hits this, the color will change, okay? And that's because it's showing these silver particles in here. You can use it as a hand sanitizer for cuts and bruises, etc. I want to share this with you in this short video. Our muscadine here spoke about this. We had literally thousands of testimonies with this powerful product before, but it was out of circulation. So we are so happy to have this now at a time that people need this. The benefits of muscadine is that it has over 100 antioxidants. Some of them are classified as proanthocyanins and some are anthocyanins. To cut a long story short, these things have different functions in the body. Diabetes, circulation, heart disease, a variety of things you can use this for, as well as protection. So we want to leave you now a natural solution. We'll see in another video soon to educate you as we do our educational drive. Alright? Blessings.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of our doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our essential immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Alright? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You could have mentioned this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection I get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. And there's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for 3 months straight, it will deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you will get no scent, and most importantly, as I tell persons and they laugh sometimes, you will use this and you will defecate and there will be no scent. Completely deodorizing the system. Of course, you know about our Super Silver, has become very, very famous. And I do have to mention about this much because a lot of people know the benefits of silver. As a matter of fact, silver is what they used before the advent of antibiotics. This is nature's antibiotic, people. It will kill those bacteria, those microorganisms or pathogens we call them, without harming the immune system. So this is big time. And this is something that every household should have. You should have this in your medicine cabinet. We're talking about functional medicine here, that you can reach for this if your child is scraped, they have a bruise, a cut, whatever you. If you take this, you're taking about 1 tablespoon twice or 3 times a day, depending on the size of the individual, and this will protect you even in this time where we have viruses going around. So this is your silver, super silver. Let's talk very quickly about these minerals. Now, we refer to this as Ormus minerals, and if you go online, you will see a lot about the power of these Ormus minerals. Now, minerals are important, as we know. We take in vitamin C, we take in fruits and vegetables, but unless you have certain minerals, the body will not be able to synthesize, it will not be able to metabolize and utilize vitamins the way it should be. All right? So this is important. So again, we have our minerals, and by the way, this includes essential minerals as well. Here we have, this is our little hand sanitizer referred to as silver gel. And once the light hits this, the color will change, okay? And that's because it should be silver.
So as we open back up the lines, continue to take your calls. 342-0081 478-0595. If you're calling from the US and anywhere abroad, 718-874-3860. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Hello, good morning. So I'm actually browsing back through the newspapers here, because there are times that we get little updates on the that's with the online, on the online express. COVID victim number 11, my dad who died on his 45th birthday. Oh. No condolences go out to the family. People, COVID-19 is very present and serious. And we have to continue to take the necessary precautions when we're going out. Don't think that it can't happen to you. Please, I am begging, be careful out there. We need to be careful out there. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. The person my condolences to the family of the people who succumbed to the deadly virus here. And this is the reason why people and the health ministry is telling people follow the necessary guidelines now. No congregating, wash all your hands. Right? Wash all your hands. Wear your mask. Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
I am very disappointed what I saw yesterday. And apparently Trinidad is taking this thing very lightly. The amount of people I see at the bars and at the beaches yesterday, apparently we're following in the footsteps of those developed nations around the world. People don't know how serious this thing is. When you get this sickness, you're dying alone, I know. And not to say that they're burning your thing, they burn your body. They have to burn your body. This thing getting out of hand. And it has some idiots in this country. Well, I'll wait to see, come in the next couple of weeks, if they will blame Dr. Rowley for this thing. Because they now say that now, that Dr. Rowley and them lying about the COVID. And then they have these idiots and them marking graffiti all over the place. Talking about COVID is a hoax.
Yeah, well, it's no hoax. It's definitely no hoax. I'm going to take another call, my boy. Definitely no hoax. I can tell you that much. Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning, T.
Hey, what's up?
Well, everybody's sending out the little condolences and things. So I too want to join and send out condolences, but to the UNC. Bruce, the dead and they want to realize they're dead?
Aye.
Well, I see some people coming out and telling the opposition leader now to give up. You understand?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be all that easy, Bruce. Let me tell you something. These people wouldn't intend to pass no bills, to join with the government to do anything for progress in this country, They will continue to fight. But you know what they're fighting for? Just to make sure that they're in power. They will fight on progress in this country. And this ex-minister there, I forgot the name. But anyway, I will deal with it on our next occasion. I will deal with it. But Bruce, I really don't like this country. They love what this country has to offer. You understand? And once you could love what a country has to offer, you have to love the country.
Yeah.
But power is the name of the game. You see power? That's it. Bruce, I looked on and listening.
Yeah, my brother, bless.
Yeah, cool.
So in just a little bit, we have some bills. Well, I would think it's a message that's coming up. Yes, it's a message that's coming up. So we're going to play that. And when we come back, we'll continue to take your calls. Right here on the street, 909 FM.
It's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is Real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our essential immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You heard us mention this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection I get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. And there's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base and its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent.
Yes, it's called Cashbox for those of you that remember the song. So welcome back on the inside. 342-0081 478-0595. And I am asking that for those of you that have called already on numerous occasions, that you give others a chance to call. Getting some complaints, tying up the line, you know how it is. You got to be a little mindful. Keep our contribution short and sweet so that everybody could have a chance to, share their opinions. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning. Caller. Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, morning, sir.
Morning.
I want to say all I will do for me this morning, play, I think it's Zandali, the characteristic stick man. Play that for me, please, to the UNC people. Thank you.
Caller, good morning.
Mr. Bruce Wayne?
Good morning.
Yes, what I wanted to say again before they get cut off and they leave. The man that from St. Joseph's seat, he trying to make the place look like he's Pharaoh. Pharaoh, let my people go, please. The Lord had asked upon that. Let my people go. Let them go. You hear? My prime minister is waiting to swear in and his cabinet. You ain't have control over this country, Trinidad and Tobago. That is all I have to say. And we have to wear our masks and see that the number is rising. So put our trust in the Lord and do the right thing. Okay?
Yes.
Right.
Thank
so
you.
I am not a perfect person in my health. Right?
Yes.
But the voice of God have me here. Right.
Yes, my dear. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yes, morning.
Yes, morning. Is this Titans of Democracy?
Yes, it is.
Here you have somebody on there. I'd like to get onto the program, but somebody's speaking right now. So.
No, you're on right now.
Oh, is that the way that thing?
Yeah, you're live. You have to listen to me on the phone. You live right now.
Oh, okay. No, I was just trying to find out about the lady who was here on the internet. It's Julia Davy.
Say again, I hardly hearing you.
I'm trying to find out about Miss Julia Davy, who is the on an evening. We don't seen keep seeing this Putan girl with the funny voice that is irritating.
Well, I'm not quite sure as to what's happening there. I will have to contact management to find out what's going on. What's going on there?
With a irritating voice, but people can't take sure.
All right, caller.
So also on the Davy. Okay.
Okay then.
All right, thanks.
Well, yeah, according to Miss Felix, don't do that now. Right, call us and speak to us about our program and the topics that we bring up. When you do that, you put us into a bit of disrepute. Remember, we are all colleagues here at the Street 909 FM, and we keep it professional and keep it that way, okay? Caller, good morning.
Morning. Could you do the nation a favor and play the third tune on the Survival album of Bob Marley, please? It would just be appropriate.
The third
Thank
tune.
you.
Okay. I remember I'm playing from my laptop to my friend, so I really wouldn't know which one of the tune on the album would have been the third tune. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Brucey.
Morning.
Well, the Queen said she was coming back for her throne. But I hope she realized that the King is still on the throne. And pack up, it's time to pack up and stop that nonsense and let the King do his work. Please, I am just telling her that this morning. Okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon, wherever she is.
Morning.
Boy, let me tell you something here. From since 2020, let's say 2012, when I noticed that the people they had come together to elect a government that appeared good on the surface, and they started to look bad then because of somebody living in their own house and running a country from 1 o'clock in the day, I knew for a fact that leadership would have been the problem. And from 2012, I've been telling this country that the leadership of the UNC don't like her unless she's in charge. And like any leader who perpetuates that sort of I don't know how to put it. The citizens that support them, the sycophants and so on. And mind you, they can change it. Will go along with that same notion. Do attend Independence Day. Don't do this because they don't have enough kind of people and all kind of nonsense. When a leader perpetuates and drives those kind of things, you have a problem where you want to run a multiracial society. Because you can have problems in your own space. when you come to a leader wanting to govern Trinidad and Tobago, where you have East Indian, Chinese, you have to know that when you canvass and campaign, you can say one thing to win your seat or win the election. When you take charge, you're not running the UNC. You're running a country where Rowley Jr. is part of. And you have to understand me, understand races, understand culture. Kamala Prasad don't understand that. And now that the people, like the Devant Maraj and all of them telling her move, it's only because she lost. They didn't have the strength to tell her, hey, within closed doors, while we don't want to wash our dirty linen in public, that you're not good enough. And sometimes conflict management could mean that the conflict could escalate to a point where people too could be part of it and say, hey, move your leader. So we don't have to call for that, you know. Because we keep telling the UNC, as much as I look at Bex, people from the PNM, which most of who are right thinking, would tell you that, hey, your leader is the problem. We told them that before the election. They have a campaign on where she lost and now understand they need to move her. No. She knows she's doing a recount, keeping back a government from being sworn in because of a gullible way. And you have some lackeys, people who you think would have been our leader, the Jolene Johnson, the Bruce, sitting there, delaying the process, and knowing fully well that children have to get advice from a cabinet that has to be sworn in. And UNC people, you know, the first time I'm using that term, sit down and supporting that nonsensical approach. You're going to tell me I live in a country where that would have been my leader? That would have been my leader? Who, when you lead, and Deep South Senator, they come in there, and if UNC don't take charge and put a leader there who could negotiate properly in the parliament for the national purpose, or they don't come out of 19 seats, and people look at me confusion, because I keep saying, the likes of Dr. Moody Lal and these fellas, they shouldn't have been back there. The likes of Kamala Prasad. So Bruce, I ended my contribution because not vexed, you know, just disappointed.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just something about people who hold leadership position have to understand that culture stops, race stops, a lot of things stop to the point where you want to lead a country of our ilk. And I'm really, really disappointed in some of the people who supporting Kamala Prasad who should know better. Thanks a lot, Bruce.
Thank
Take
you.
care and enjoy your day.
Yeah, man, you too. Caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce, morning.
Hey, brother, morning.
Yeah, hope Sharon all right. Mr. Chance, morning, Miss Cummins, Teresa, Mammy Sauce, Starsky, Roberts, Jennifer. Bruce, our people are educated people. We vote on good governance, good policy making by Dr. Rowley and the PNM government. We was tired of every Monday morning we hearing corruption, we hearing this one move from this ministry, we have a new minister, and people get fed up at that, and they vote. They vote for our government will stabilize the country, put the country back on a good road. Dr. Rowley has been doing a good job, right? And they keep the government there, and they want and the opposition leader should move on, because no way on the world she could have beat Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley tell them once you remain there as opposition leader, Bruce, they could never beat him. That would tell her. And this morning, Bruce, I just called for you to play a tune for me. The Mighty Sniper, the portrait of Trinidad and Tobago, and let's heal this country back. Bruce, you have a good day.
You too, my friend. Take care.
Caller, good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Morning to one and all.
and Bruce, Sharon, wherever you are. I am really disappointed in Maruga Tableland. You know, it shows that some of the people, because I always say, you can't tell me a vote for the man because he's a nice man. He representing a party that to me is no good. So even if I didn't want to vote PNM, I had to also vote somebody else, not him. And I really, really kind of disappointed in a way when Dr. Rowley was talking to them, something inside of me was giving that kind of a thing. And that is it, that they was going to vote against, well, the majority. Right? But I nothing. God said, do good to those who despitefully use you. And he promised that what he started, he will finish, and he will think, because he ain't working for himself and the country, he's working for God, he's being directed by God. So let them think that they wanted to show Dr. Rowley something. They ain't showing him nothing. They will see for themselves. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Trinidad is my land, and of it I am proud and glad.
Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Bruce. I forget what I call it to tell you. Something I call it to tell you. You know, forget. sorry.
No problem.
Power scholars of sit and pass every test and put us right alongside the rest. But then our pitch lake is the greatest one of its kind. Our sugar and oil is really refined. So you see, friends, this is a real thing Solomon's mind.
Caller, good
Mr.
morning.
Bruce Wayne.
Morning.
It's me again. When things ticking in my brain here, I will talk with my sister. Kamala Visa says because of we bringing in enemies on ourselves right now in this country. She caused that. Have everybody like cat and dog right now. From since she in from 15 to 20, the 20 to this time running, she bring that. She caused that in this Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody turn against one another.
One body, no bickering between you and me. For our policy stands for racial equality. Now when a stranger spending a little time in this lovely isle, every day you see him, he always have a hearty smile. When his time is up to depart, he will say with pride in heart, I'll be back, you could bet.
Caller, good morning.
Brucey.
Hey, Miss Gloria, how are you?
I bless. My concern is the COVID that's rising in our country. 2, I got something on my phone, my breaking news, what. Where's Mrs. Prasad Visesa? Where is she?
We don't know.
Huh? That's a good question to ask him.
We don't know.
But God is in control. Right, Bruce? We have a God who's alive, not dead. And there are people like myself, we are praying. And Dr. the Honorable Chief Christopher Rowley will be sworn in as our Prime Minister in the name of Jesus. And he will choose his cabinet members according to the guidance of the Holy Spirit. I want to say something to you this morning, Brucey. You know Miss Gloria, right?
Of course.
You met me, right? You hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing you all the time, but you're hearing me now.
Yes.
The point is,
Miss Gloria? Hello? Hey, what went on there? Miss Gloria, I know what went on there. caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. How you going?
Hi there, cool. Morning.
Bruce, you know something? Did you notice that the normal votes for the UNC was not there this year?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, there are 300 and something thousand votes for the UNC. This is why they assumed, and a lot of the supporters assumed when they heard how many votes the PNM got, that the UNC got the popular votes, and they ran with that rhetoric. However, it proved that they did not, and I think that a lot of people are realizing that people became disenchanted with the leadership, because when you hear people start to query, because really and truly, is this a people that you would like to lead you in this time of disaster that we're having, this worldwide disaster, that people who make mistakes and follow the wrong line of preparation and treatment seem to have a very serious sort of disaster. If you watch like what is going on even in America and Brazil and so on, but it is they follow wrong advice.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear a leadership, and I mean not only just the leader, but the general consensus of everyone about using punch and lime and sunlight, and it's okay to congregate, and it's against the law to tell you to wear a mask, and they can't tell you to go outside and take insulin. You realize that these people, I don't know, something, they're suffering from brain rot, because something has to be wrong with a person that even insinuate that methodology of preparedness and treatment for this pandemic that we are in. So a lot of the supporters stayed back because they got 200 and something thousand votes. And people have to realize that their own support base became disenchanted. And yes, I know even the PNM support base was not there as well, because I'm not too sure, maybe the same thing. People, they follow the rhetoric that, PNM and really care for me. But they definitely know that the other choice was not a choice at all.
Yeah.
So they are not staying away. So those who it is didn't like what it is, for whatever reason, that they were getting from the PNM. They did not. Normally, you would have that if it is people get disenchanted with the PNM, they switch, because we have seen that every time it is the PNM is voted out of office is because the vote went across. There was no switching of votes. It's either I didn't like you, or you know what, me voting because I don't like the next option either.
Mm-hmm.
And people have to realize that this lady was not votable. Yes, she said she might be coming back for a throne, and she's on the Iron Throne or whatever, but she had to realize, Bruce, the King of the North take over. You know what Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Well, right. The King of the North with the Iron Lady, the Iron Throne in the South. The King of the North take over. And the thing is, now her people, her own people around her, as even with that movie, they start to shift away. And they start to shift away. And if it is she's not careful, even the very own supporters will turn against her, because they might start to see her for who she truly is. Because you cannot love this country and be doing what it is you're doing. Look at what it is they're doing in St. Joseph's. Look what she has this gentleman doing in St. Joseph's. It is beyond ridiculous. People finding every triviality to want to query a vote. So I want to know, will there's always have an officer from each party that's going up for election in the polling booths. So what happened to the UNC one? Was he sleeping? Why is it they didn't raise? Normally they are allowed to raise a query, because I call out Harry, Michael, and you would say, well, yeah, but I ain't seen him on the list. Not true?
True.
But yet for all, your people had no problem with Harry Michael. Now you come in and have a problem with Harry Michael. The person's signature is looking the same. It ain't looking right. You can't understand. Bruce, your signature is not supposed to be a recognizable thing. Some people just put a mark. I know that some people make a circle.
But look at Ida's always talk about how doctors does right and how they sign. I just say doctors and pharmacists have a special bond because the pharmacist doesn't know what it is off the bat.
They could recognize that kind of madness. To us, it's gibberish, right?
Oh, gosh.
So imagine you have somebody like that and they sign the paper and you want to understand it. It's not a signature is not supposed to be a recognizable thing, but it's supposed to be consistent.
Yeah.
And when you have a signature expert, they can see the differences if there's a problem. This gentleman is looking at face value. He has no training in fingerprint. Now, if it is you told me about, not asking fingerprint, if you have a signature expert and they say, well, no, this is not the same, I could understand that. I have a problem with that. But you are a layman, not trained in this area. You was from the army. You're not trained in that. I am certain that is not his cup of tea. And you making questions that it's not the same thing. How do you know? You're not in that. That is not your field. That is not your field. And you're causing a madness. And look, we heard with Mr. Naked, the recount was supposed to be from hour 1 to hour 2. You come 4 hours late and leave 5 hours early and then claiming that they're doing a recount without your presence. You have to make it. If it is, I tell you, Bruce, you know what? I'm giving out cake at 1 o'clock. And I'm going from 1 to 2. And you come 3 o'clock and vex with me because you ain't get no cake? Seriously? That is what's going on in these people and them?
No, but
Bruce, honestly, I'm just very disappointed in the citizenry for what happened yesterday. So they feel because it was the last day they can't get the COVID.
No, but and that is just the thing. It's not really the last day. It's just okay. There is one more day before the lockdown, and who knows if we do what we're supposed to do and follow the guidelines, we will come out of the lockdown. And it's as simple as that.
Maybe for many it might really be the last.
Lord.
No, I'm telling you because this was so stupid. What I've seen people do. And I just want to make a call as my partner, to say a clarion call. Oh, gosh, Afro Trinidadian. Why? I saw a party in some part of St. James, I think, up in the hills. Why? So you feel you're too pretty, you're too strong.
My boy,
oh gosh,
leave it there.
It's sad.
Let me take some more calls.
Yeah, man. Have a nice day.
Yeah, man. Take care. Caller, good morning. Lost it. Call me back.
Remember, the key to success is working hard.
Caller, good morning.
Pleasant good morning to you. Second time listening to your program.
Okay,
I listen to Sharon. It's second time. What I want to say is that ventilators are given out by Belgro, Budul, Guide, free of charge. Ventilators are given out free of charge. And other funeral companies in Trinidad and Tobago. Because if you as an adult cannot adhere to rules, can you tell me what is going on in your home with your children? A simple rule. And I am asking the Right Honorable, our Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, which he's going to be sworn in. He's going to be sworn in. Touch not God anointed. He's going to be sworn in. I have to pay, Peter have to pay for Paul. Lock down this country again. Lock it totally down and let us feel it. And for Mr. Naked, hear what I had to tell you. You had to get a plane to go to Lebanon. You don't go reach late, you know. You go catch a plane to go back to Lebanon. You ain't gonna reach late at all. You'll reach on time. Okay? And another person is Mr. The fisherman and the friend person. And then there's another one. He does I put a live on Facebook, something. Gu is the end of his name. At the end of his name, it has 2 O's. You all know that illegal immigrants was coming in to the country. What you all did about it. Just to stand up on Facebook and talk about it. And for political games. You all know, but all could come and speak about it. Well, then hear what? So much you all need to shut up. Shut up. And as I say again at the beginning, ventilators are given out free at all funeral homes. Have a blessed and wonderful day, sir.
You too, my dear. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Bruce.
Hey, morning. How are you doing?
Welcome, brother. Blessing to you, boy.
Yeah, man.
And morning to Lady Sharon, wherever she is. Brucey, I have a small contribution to make concerning that statement Dr. we make about this ABC business. Bruce, these people have been attacking ABC since last year. I like to sit down and listen to my House of Representative, and I hear this Gopi Singh. He get up and was making a statement. I'm sorry I didn't put it on paper, but it's in Hansard. Telling this population telling people in Trinidad and Tobago that Trinidadians, a lot of people in Trinidad here do have no confidence in the EBC. So you could imagine how long. And I get up and I say, well, this man could make this statement. That is an independent institution was functioning for years, Bruce. Yes. We never had problems here with elections in this place. As soon as you lose, you get up and you walk.
Exactly.
And you know what tell me, Bruce, is the type of people who call in for this recount. You could imagine these are the people that you put in to represent Trinidadians in a parliament, boy. And I'm afraid to call the name Ms. Haynes and all of these people. And you want to add football, this footballer, man, they knock it and all of these. Bruce, this country will go down to hell in a basket with these people. Because they're all a set. I talk to they speak on truth. They lie so much, Bruce. Yeah. Because when I listen to the British Commissioner who was here and one of the things he talk about helping the government is to stop the flow of this money was leaving this country and our justice system. And they are responsible for all of that, Bruce. Yeah. We can't get back nearly $500 million. We can't get back from this place.
Yeah.
And all of these people sitting down there and talking. They should never be in parliament. You talk about coronavirus. Well, the worst coronavirus we have is them. For Miss Anita Haynes and all of them come down. Everybody. And the character ain't good at all. I could say the character ain't good. We all know it come out in the papers. And these people want to go to be representative of Trinidadian and Tobago. Yes, we lose in center, we lose in culture, but these people and them pulling we right down to the gutter, man. We should try and avoid that. Have a nice day, Bruce.
You too, my brother.
Yeah, man, have a nice day.
Yeah, man, take care.
So much of things that we need to see about.
Good morning, Mrs. Gloria.
Brucey,
yes, darling.
Is the phone shutting down, right?
Oh.
The phone shutting down right now. Let me tell you, as I was saying, you was reading the news this morning, I pay attention. All these people that went on the beach, Brucey, who know who have it, I mean, Bruce, you see me? I am a concerned citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, just as we all are.
Yes.
They say, whatever. Okay, we cannot go back to church, but I could pray at home.
Right.
I miss my church when I don't go to church. Because, for instance, Brucey mother turned up on a call to say, last week I was praying and I got cursed on the radio and the girl had to stop them. I mean, Brucey, if God, I am a person I fear God and not man. And I could say it, Mr. Kingsley, and they cussed me, and I shall cut them off. And a lady said, look at, the lady praying from her heart. And Satan, but Bruce, that is stopping me, you know. Because my God and your God, hallelujah, say Jesus, Dr. Rowley, the Honorable Kid, he will be sworn in, Brucey. I saw this, may know how true it is breaking, how true it is. But I hear they want her to step down, but like she don't want to. So like they have to pull she down or something, because Brucey, you have the doctor only has a country to, and my concern is this COVID-19 that is good. It's 3 deaths we have, Bruce. I am passionate, you know. You know me personally. I am coming to talk no racial thing. All I am saying, love, God is in control. Amen. This is the Lord Trinity, Father, and I, Brucey, will continue to say my prayers and pray how the Holy Spirit by Jesus directing me to pray. So, my dear, I cover you under the blood of Jesus, the whole station, all who coming in. May shout everybody, and in Jesus' name, we will prevail. The Lord, God will save us today, tomorrow, please, or what, but Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley will be sworn in as our Prime Minister, and then he will choose his cabinet. In Jesus' name, amen. Love you, Bruce.
Amen.
Have a blessed day.
Love you too, Miss Gloria. Take care.
Thanks.
Yes. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, yeah, man.
Bruce, I want to deal with the last 2 callers. We have to deal with this COVID-19 business and getting out of hand, and this is just delaying information from the government. Now, I know we have the government in place and they can handle that, but we need a new government at this time to take us forward to dealing with this COVID-19. We have to prepare the budget, right? And, Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you something. I had talked about the 130 camera, but who do they want to place it? Dr. Moneral? The lesser of the 2 evils? It's better to keep calm. Look, people could be resting me, but I think at this time, it's better to keep shame power, because exchanging Kiduldi for Twiddledum, the best person at this point in time to run the UNC is perhaps Baston Barrett. Right? Unless, of course, they have to shortlist certain people like Anita Hayes, Khadija Amin, Bandana Mohit, Ravi Ratram, a shortlisting candidate, they can use it as secretary. The question is, are these super people are role models that they try and look up to?
Oh boy. Leave it there, my brother, because that is all the time we have for today. I see the ads coming up, so
yeah, it's in trouble, you see, haven't.
Aye.
And onward to progress we surely will.
So, my word for today is grace. When I think of grace, movement may come to mind. A bird's gentle flight, a lithe ballerina's dance, a peaceful meandering stream, or the continuous movement of stars and planets. Looking within, I remember grace as the movement of spirit always at work in my life. Grace is something so subtle that I may not be aware of it, but it's always there, flowing in and through me and my word. The Lord be with your spirit, grace be with you. 2 Timothy 4:22. So that's all the time we have for today. I thank you all for being with me. It was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in mine. And remember to keep it locked to the street 919 FM as we take you through the day. Up next, supposed to be my boy, Pastor Google. He's coming in. So keep it locked. This has been your Titans of Democracy. Ciao.
Surely I do have to spell them out.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real guys, so log in, tune in, you and I. this Friday. Real thing, all kind of thing. Ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of our doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our essential immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You will have mentioned this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection I get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. And there's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for 3 months straight, it will deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you will get no scent, and most importantly, as I tell persons and they laugh sometimes, you will use this and you will defecate and there will be no scent. Completely deodorize the system. Of course, you know about our Super Silver, has become very, very famous. And I don't have to mention about this much because a lot of people know the benefits of silver. As a matter of fact, silver is what they used before the advent of antibiotics. This is nature's antibiotic, people. It will kill those bacteria, those microorganisms or pathogens we call them, without harming the immune system. So this is big time. And this is something that every household should have. You should have this in your medicine cabinet. We're talking about functional medicine here, that you can reach for this if your child is scraped, they have a bruise, a cut, what have you. If you take this, you take it about 1 tablespoon twice or 3 times a day, depending on the size of the individual, and this will protect you even in this time where we have viruses going around. This is your silver, super silver. Let's talk very quickly about these minerals. Now, we refer to this as Ormus minerals, and if you go online, you will see a lot about the power of these Ormus minerals. Now, minerals are important, as we know. We take in vitamin C, we take in fruits and vegetables, but unless you have certain minerals, the body will not be able to synthesize, it will not be able to metabolize and utilize vitamins the way it should be. Alright? So this is important. So again, we have our minerals, and by the way, this includes essential minerals as well. Here we have, this is our little hand sanitizer, referred to as silver gel. And once the light hits this, the color will change, okay? And that's because it's showing these silver particles in here. You can use it as a hand sanitizer for cuts and bruises, etc. I want to share this with you in this short video. Our muscadine here spoke about this. We had literally thousands of testimonies with this powerful product before, but it was out of circulation. So we are so happy to have this now at a time when people need this. The benefits of muscadine is that it has over 100 antioxidants. Some of them are classified as proanthocyanins and some are anthocyanins. To cut a long story short, these things have different functions in the body. Diabetes, circulation, heart disease, a variety of things you can use this for, as well as protection. So we want to leave you now a natural solution. We'll see in another video soon to educate you as we do our educational drive. Alright? Blessings.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I.
This was revealed by the Division of Health on Saturday. 6 fire officers are also said to be in quarantine. Reports are that a female fire officer was swabbed on Friday after she reported to work at the Scarborough Fire Station, which is operating at Conby. The fire officer is said to have reported to work feeling unwell, knowing she was to be tested for COVID-19 later that day. She was asked to leave the fire station immediately, and now her results are pending. Officials are wondering why the fire officer reported for duty knowing she was to be tested. In other news, the Tobago House of Assembly Division of Food Production, Forestry and Fisheries has advised that access to the Bucco Reef Marine Park is again temporarily restricted as a direct result of the accelerated spread of the coronavirus. A release says access to the Bucco Reef Marine Park is prohibited from Monday, 17th of August, that's the day, until further notice, due to measures implemented by the government to limit congregation in an effort to contain the spread of the deadly virus. This also includes sections of the Bucco Reef and associated areas such as Coral Gardens, Nyland Pool, Bonaccord Lagoon, and No Man's Land. The division continues to give priority to safeguarding the health and safety of its workers, stakeholders, and the wider population of Tobago during this period. The public is reminded to be vigilant and is encouraged to be cooperative as these measures are temporarily implemented. Finally, Tobago's Great Race has officially been postponed due to a surge of coronavirus cases in the country. The Powerboat Association issued a release saying it is working on setting a new date later this year. The postponement is based on the press conference by the government on Saturday. The association says as soon as it has a new tentative date for the 2020 Great Race, it will be announced. And that's a brief look at news in Tobago on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. Stay tuned for a news update at 10 o'clock, another at 11, and major news at 12. I am Vanessa Thomas. To enjoy your morning.